Hi everyone, Alchemist here. Thank you very much for your support, for your likes, for your comments. It truly means a lot to me. If you're new, welcome to the channel. Today is a tarot reading. It's about your gifts and abilities. What are they? Have you ever wondered about what are your gifts and abilities? Where do they come from? How can you use them? This is a collective tarot reading. I'm going to use the beautiful Hermetic Tarot deck to channel spirit. Let's get right to it. What are your gifts and abilities? A card jumped right as I was shuffling upright. I'm gonna put it here. Arusmich innerek ilaroch shin sarromin fichlak inaroch umaken. Interesting. All right. The first card that jumped up as I was shuffling the cards was the Sun card, a major arcana, followed by the Five of Cups. And then we have the Two of Cups. So here, what are your gifts and abilities? I hear from Spirit, considering that the Sun card showed up, that you can talk to Spirit, you can talk to the angels, and you can talk to the realm that is generated by the sun, the realm that is generated by the light. Because there's various dimensions that exist outside of the physical dimension. There's the underworld, you have darkness, and you have the light. Your gifts and abilities come from the dimension of the sun. It is the light, but it's also fire. It's also the fire element. Meaning that anything that brightens, anything that makes something lit is where your power comes from. If you want to learn more about your power, you have to study ancient Egypt and the god Ra, the sun god Ra. Ancient Egyptian magic can be very beneficial to you. You can invoke deities, you can invoke spirits of fire, you can invoke angels as well. And your gifts and abilities are basically connected to the daylight, meaning that if you want to conduct a ritual, for you specifically, you need to do it during the day, or in other words, it will work better during daytime versus nighttime for some other people. Some other people can do rituals or have to do rituals during the night or at midnight for it to work. For you, it's the opposite. It's during the day, because that's where your power comes from. Connecting to nature during the day, going outside in nature and talking to trees during the day is very beneficial for you. It allows your powers and gifts and abilities to become activated. What are these powers? It's being connected to the realm of the spirit, speaking to the elementals, and especially the fire element, as I have mentioned. And we have also the water elements, because we have two cups here. We have not only the Five of Cups, but the Two of Cups, and I'm going to show you what's on the bottom of the deck. We have the Nine of Cups as well. The Nine of Cups. So cups, 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 meaning that you're not only you can control the fire and connect to the spirits of the day, of the daytime, but also to the spirits of water. See here, you have the dolphin, meaning that anything that comes from the sea, the creatures of the sea, anything that comes from water, and especially the mythical creatures, we have mermaids and nymphs and whales. You can communicate with these spirits and they can understand you if you talk to them. If you invoke them, they will hear you, because you have a strong connection with the elements of water. You can bend the water elements. Use it in your rituals. Use water and fire at the same time. Connect to the water elements, connect to the water spirits during the daytime. That's when they will hear you the most. So for you, you're this very bright spirit, this bright soul that connects to everything that's available during the daytime. That's where you thrive the most. And you have the ability to talk to water, to plants, to trees, to everything that exists in nature. For example, if you go to nature and pray or talk to a tree, it will hear you compared to another person who's connected to another kind of spirit. You can easily connect to the elementals, you can easily connect to nature, easily connect to trees and plants and the creatures of the water. You might see in your dreams mermaids or water spirits, spirits that are connected to the water elements, and you might see them in your dreams and you might be wondering why. It's because it's part of your gifts and abilities to connect to these spirits, to talk to them. And you're going to ask why? Why should I even talk to these spirits? What's the purpose of communicating with them? Well, one, it is to unlock a part of yourself that you haven't known or you haven't explored, and to also share that with the world, that there is more to this physical reality, the reality that meets the eye, that there are certain entities that exist out there that many people don't believe in, and that you're able to hear them, you're able to speak to them, you're able to invoke them. Let's see what else do you have here. Very beautiful energy, very beautiful, mellow energy. What else do we have from Spirit? Believe it or not. The Knight of Cups again. Spirit is saying, if by now you don't know that water is your main element, or you are connected to water and your abilities and gifts strengthened by you connecting to water, if you don't know this by now, then it's kind of late. It's late for you. You need to jump on it and start doing the work. You need to start doing the work with water. Go to the ocean, go to the lake, start invoking the entities of the water. Because your gifts and abilities, even if they're dormant, they're going to activate when you are near water. When you are talking to the spirits of water, they're going to activate. They're going to come to life. Because again, the Knight of Cups, we had three cups cards, upright, followed by the Knight of Cups again. And this translates, this healing ability, this water connection ability, translates to healing abilities. You can heal with water. You're the kind of healer that needs to use water in order to heal instead of just using energy, like Reiki and other forms of healing. You need to use water. And you will be guided to learn how to use that. Because it's not about, oh, water is going to heal someone. It's about the energy and the intention you put in water before you use it so it can heal. Because you have that ability. You have the ability to connect to water and put any intention in it, and it will work. If you put the abundance intention in the water, then you drink the water, or you have someone else drink it, then you will become abundant, or you will attract abundance. If you intend the water with healing energy, and this specifically works for you because you have this in you, it's part of your gift, it's part of your ability. If you put in the water your intention of the healing and apply the water to someone who needs healing, they're going to heal. But it's not going to work for someone else because that's your gift, that's your ability. And also, Spirit is saying if you just try to do energy work like without using the water, it's not going to work, it's not going to be effective. For you, you need to use water. Because water is healing. Therefore, you're a healer. You can heal, but you need to use water. Beautiful. What else do we have? We have the Nine of Wands reversed. Here, Spirit is saying that activating these gifts and abilities are very essential for your existence as a human being. Like I'm hearing from Spirit that many of you who are watching this are not even aware of these gifts and abilities. Some of you, they might have some suspicions that, oh, I can control water, I can use water in this way or in that way, but many of you don't know it. But you're very connected to water in a way you can't even imagine. And Spirit is saying if you don't start the work as soon as you can after you see this video and connecting to water and invoking the spirits of water, then you might lose that kind of ability and you might even forget it. And it might not be awakened again because your soul is going to forget about it. But Spirit again is reminding you here. I heard Spirit say, remind them to say, do it during the daytime because you're more connected to the light. You're more connected to the lights, to anything that's kind of bright, that's lit. Fire, lit up candles. Do the rituals during the day. Go for walks in nature during the day. And one last card. Card fell here. I'm going to use this card. I'm going to pick another card. We have the Knight of Swords and the Princess of Wands. And the bottom of the deck, Princess of Cups, showing up again at the bottom. I'm going to use it as well. So the card that fell right away was the Princess of Wands. Here, to end this reading, I'm hearing that there's a combination for you between the elements of fire and water, because the sun came up first here, which is the element of fire. We have the Princess of Wands again. And then earlier, the Nine of Wands that showed up that was reversed, it was also Wands. So this whole reading was mainly Wands and Cups, but more so Cups than the Wands or fire. So Spirit is saying you're strongly connected to water, but also to fire, as in like you have to combine them together for your occult work. You can control these elements, you can speak to them. The spirits of fire can connect to you, but the spirits of water can also connect to you. It's part of your gift, it's part of your abilities. That's why here, Princess of Wands, Princess of Cups. You see the beauty of tarot? Spirit is saying you're equal. It's almost like you're equally connected to both elements, and your powers and gifts are from both of these elements. And here, look at this Princess of Cups. We have dolphins or whales. You can see it as a dolphin or a whale if you want to, because earlier the Two of Cups, look at the depiction. It's the same dolphin, the same whale. You need to go to the ocean and speak to dolphins and speak to whales if you can. Invoke their spirit. Whales are very wise. Dolphins, the same. Very intelligent, very wise. You can learn so much from them, and you can actually invoke them, ask them questions. They're going to send you the answers through the water. You might be swimming in the ocean and then you have a download of information. Something comes to you, some inspiration, but it's going to come only when you're swimming in the ocean because you invoke the spirit of a whale. And the same thing for fire. Invoke the spirits of fire, light up candles, have fire pits, and do your work because you're very gifted. You're very connected to the elementals, very connected to nature, to all the spirits that reside in nature. For you, it's not much the underworld, darkness, it's different. I have other readings where it's more like people who are connected to that. For you, it's more nature. You're connected to anything that is from nature. And that's your power, your gifts and abilities. And here we have, to end the reading, the Knight of Swords. It's because it's like it was in between these two princesses. This is your highest state. It's like when you combine these two elements, when you combine these two gifts or abilities, you will be able to fly in the air like a knight of air, Knight of Swords. You're going to be able to fly. You're going to be able to liberate yourself. You're going to be able to become who you truly are. That's what this card represents. You're going to finally become your true version. All right? I hope this resonates. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think about this reading? And if you have any comments or anything to add. Thank you very much. I appreciate your support and I read your comments too. And I'll see you in the next video. Shoresmich alor nismar lek mon. Shush.